So remember when we thought escaping the mind-numbing restrictive controls of Scientology would instantly fix everything? Yeah. L.O.L. Turns out it's more like stumbling into a game of emotional dodgeball, where the balls are fear, trust issues, and the occasional bout of self-sabotage. Here's some hard-earned wisdom from one confused, awkward escapee to another. Number 1, fear of groups and togetherness. I once got invited to a community support group and my brain immediately screamed, "Nope, red flag, run." A group? With a leader? Was there going to be a secret handshake? A contract? Totally valid fears for us. We grew up with groups equaling gobs of rules and control, and anyone with a title was a Scientology executive waiting to pounce. For years, I couldn't even join a book club without feeling like I might end up trapped, clearing misunderstood words for eternity. But here's the twist. Those alarm bells in your brain, they're not here to ruin your life. They're trying to protect you, and we earned them. So I started small. One-off workshops, casual meetups where no one cared if I slipped out the window and never came back. Learning that not all groups wanted to traffic me or take my free will was mind-blowing. And realizing I could just leave anytime I wanted, total game changer. Number 2, trusting others. Why does every nice person I meet seem like they're plotting to sell me a Scientology library? Every time someone says, "Let me help you," I'm already scanning for hidden motives. Trust is for other people, right? After leaving, I was convinced everyone had a secret agenda. I'd side-eye people like, "Are you here to handle me, recruit me, sell me a package?" Turns out, trust doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing gamble. Start small. Trust someone with something minor, like borrowing a book. "Here, take my Dianetics, please." But really, my first trust exercise was letting a friend borrow my favorite cookbook. When they returned it on time, I almost threw a parade. Silly? Yes. But it worked. Your body might still tense up at trust. Thanks a lot, trauma. Listen to it, but remind yourself, you get to decide who's in your life now. Boundaries are your new best friend. Number 3, self-sabotage and blame. Why do I keep messing up important things and then spiraling into "I'm defective, sign me up for therapy" mode? Oh, I feel this one in my soul. Scientology taught us that we were always the problem. Spill your coffee? Overts, of course. Lose your job? Clearly you pulled it in. Here's the truth. Life is messy, and mistakes are just mistakes. Failing doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you're human. Revolutionary, right? When you screw up, try talking to yourself the way you'd talk to a friend, not like an ethics officer. "Hey, it's okay. You tried. You're learning. Baby steps." I self-sabotaged for years because succeeding somehow felt risky. Standing out was punished, so my brain was like, play small or else. Now, I celebrate tiny wins. "Hey, you applied for a job and didn't hide under your bed. Nice." Number 4, who's more broken? Sometimes I feel like I can't claim trauma because my story isn't bad enough. Sure, I scrubbed toilets in the Sea Org, but not with a toothbrush. Do I really deserve to feel this messed up? Yup, your pain is still valid, even if you didn't get the worst of it. I used to downplay my trauma. Well, I was on the RPF, but only for a year, and I wasn't locked in the engine room on the free winds. But here's the thing. Trauma isn't a contest. Pain is pain. Healing isn't about who suffered more. It's about taking care of yourself. Number 5, isolation versus craving connection. Why do I crave human connection, but then ghost people when they get too close? It's like I desperately want friends, but also want to hide in a bunker. Oh, the classic push-pull. People equal potential pain, so isolation feels safer until it doesn't. I used to bail on plans last minute, then feel crushing FOMO. It's like, pick a struggle. Would you brain? I started with controlled hangouts, getting coffee for an hour max with an escape plan worthy of a spy movie. Vulnerability is hard when trust was used as a weapon against you. Connection doesn't have to be all or nothing. If you need space, that's fine. Just don't let fear be the one always making the call. Number 6, fear of authority or leadership. Why does a slightly stern email from my boss make me feel like I'm about to be court-martialed? Even when they're not yelling, I'm ready to grovel or disappear. I literally start mentally drafting my amends project. Cults teach you that authority equals danger. Unlearning that takes time. Not every authority figure is a threat. The first time I calmly disagreed with a manager and didn't spontaneously combust, I felt like I'd climbed Mount Everest. Turns out, most people aren't out to destroy you. Who knew? Number 7, controlling everything. I hate admitting this, but sometimes I get super controlling with things and people I care about. It's like I'm terrified of things spiraling and going off the rails. Totally relatable for us. When everything felt chaotic, controlling situations seemed like the only way to feel safe. Awareness is step one. When I catch myself micromanaging, I ask, what am I scared of? Usually it's abandonment or failure. Once you name the fear, you can deal with it differently. Instead of controlling everything, focus on small stuff like I do. Organize the junk drawer, overload the dishwasher, or alphabetize the pantry. Letting go of complete control made my relationship stronger. People felt trusted, not monitored. Imagine that. Number 8, feeling less than or never good enough. Why do I feel like a failure even when I accomplish big things? Like my brain is stuck in you're not enough, try harder mode. Scientology drilled inferiority into us unless we were perfect. Flunk, start, but perfection is a lie. Healing means learning to embrace your flaws. Remember, who survived a cult? You did. That's pretty incredible. Connecting with other survivors helped me unpack the lies I was raised on, plus helped me realize being human is messy, and that's totally normal. So celebrate your freedom, your progress, and your imperfections. They make you real. And real is way better than the fake baloney we were sold growing up, right?